So in the second of 3 worksheets on FA2, we're still dealing with adding and subtracting rational numbers, and in this situation we'll be dealing with fractions. Let's look at some of the targets that we need to hit. So again, we're dealing with integers, positive and negative fractions, like denominators, not like unlike denominators, and the ability to add mixed fractions, as well as subtracting fractions, subtracting unlike denominator fractions, and the ability to subtract mixed fractions. Okay, so those are the key things that we need to do. This should be a review for us, and fractions does seem to be a challenging part for a lot of people, so let's just pick a couple and we'll go from there. So let's remember that when we're dealing with fractions, we need to make sure that we have common denominators, and here we don't. So the easiest way is just to multiply the denominators together, and in this situation that works out fine. So I'm going to multiply these together to get 35. Okay, so I multiply 5 by 7, I'll multiply the numerator by 7. I'll multiply this denominator by 5, I'll multiply the numerator there by 5. Now I can look at my rules of integers. The denominators are the same, so that's good. I'm adding. The signs are different. I keep the sign of the largest number, and now I just subtract those two. That is a reduced fraction, so I'm done. Okay, so I'll erase that one and we'll pick another one. Let's pick this one. So it doesn't really matter where the negative sign lies, so I personally like it out front. So you know what, I'll even put it up top. We need common denominators, so the common denominator here will be 6. So I'm going to multiply this by 2, that by 2, this denominator by 3, numerator by 3, and I'm going to get negative 4 over 6 plus negative 3 over 6. The rules say when the signs are the same and I'm adding, I can keep the sign, add the numbers, keep the same denominator, keeping in mind that this is now a mixed number. Sorry, this is an improper fraction, and I'm going to want to write it as a mixed number, so 6 goes into 7 once, and it's a negative 1 with the 1 over 6 left over. So we could go through, essentially all these questions are the same. Let's do a mixed number one. Let's pick number 13. So I'm going to convert. So to convert this, I'm going to multiply the denominator by the whole number, and then I'm going to add the numerator. So 4 times 1 is 4, plus 1 is 5 over 4. I'm going to add to that 3 times 2 plus 1. Don't worry about the negative right now. Leave that out. So that's going to be a negative. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 is 7. Okay, again, we'll deal with the negative later. Right now we do not have common denominators. We'll need them. So the common denominator in this situation will be 12. So multiply by 3, then multiply by 4, and I get 15 over 12 plus a negative 28 over 12. Now the rules state when I'm adding and the signs are different, I keep the sign of the largest number, so my answer will be a negative. And now I can subtract the tops, the numerators, and I get 28 minus 15 is 13, and the denominators don't change. And now I must convert that to a mixed number. 12 goes into 13 once, so that'll give me my negative 1 with 1 over 12 left over. And you're done. So essentially, the rest of them are like that. Always convert to mixed numbers. Mixed numbers should always be converted to improper fractions. And then when you get your finalized answer, if you have a mixed number, you must convert it back to a... Sorry, if you have an improper fraction, you must convert it back to a mixed number. The rules for subtraction, okay, are very clear, but you must rewrite that as an addition statement. So before you do anything, rewrite this as 2 2/3, and then your addition statement, plus, and then you change the sign on the second number, so positive 1 1/2. So again, we're going to rewrite this as an addition statement, changing the sign on only the second number. And then you'll treat this like you did the other ones. Convert to a mixed number, the mixed number to an improper fraction. Find your common denominators. Use your rules of integers. And then either reduce or convert back to a mixed number if you need be, depending on the question. Hopefully that helped.